Jaden Daniel, Nosihe, and then Natalie Rangan with Melvin Peters, Burton Naidu, Senzo Mdamba, Neil Gonzalez, and Bethwell Twane. Check Beneath the Mask series every Wednesday at 6 p.m. from HTV and Center for Jazz and Popular Music Facebook and YouTube pages.
Hey you! You're watching HTV with the Mob Purity SM. We're about to dive into music and entertainment up in Umzansi, so do keep it locked. It's about to get lit, it's about to get wild, it's about to get do keep it locked. HTV, baby!
Good evening, everyone. Ikamala Mutuli Lezama, and welcome to Beneath the Mask. I'm sitting here with our talented musician from Durban, Ngema. Sawubona Cebo. So Cebo was actually scheduled to play here at the Center for Jazz and Popular Music in March 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I figured pandemic, guys. How have you been, Cebo? How have you survived?
Yeah, we're trying to normal Cebo, but we have to push and work. And stuff. As a result, there's an album which I'm working on.
That is amazing. Yeah. The cool thing I think about the pandemic is that as much as it kept us off the stages, it did make us reflect and make us get back to writing music and getting serious about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because like I have more than 20 songs.
Wow, that's a double album right there.
Yeah, exactly. But on my album, I will release like 11 tracks. Yeah, it's 11 tracks.
And keep us waiting for the next. Yeah. No, that's crazy, awesome news. I'm excited. I did not know this. So, yeah, it's a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
So, your bio says you're a composer, songwriter, poet, and guitarist. Tell me about the poet's part of you, because I did not know this.
Yeah, I was doing poet at school.
Okay.
Way before. Then I realized poet is not paying, so I have to choose another thing than the guitars.
Yes. Yeah. So does your music have any lyrics? Do you write like words to your music?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Some of the tracks, but not all of them.
So a poet never dies. So once a poet in there, always a poet in there. I know you play a lot of genres, including jazz, maskandi, gospel, African music.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself so versatile as a musician?
Ukulalela mostly. You have to listen a lot and able to work with the young people.
And I'm sure it's also good for growth as a musician to be able to put yourself in any situation and be able to work with anyone.
Yeah. Phuma kwi-comfort zone. Sebenza.
Ucebo wasesinqawunqawini kwaMashu. Too much talent in Ngwamashu. What's the water situation in Ngwamashu? We also want a sip of that water. Because most talented people are from Ngwamashu.
Yeah, but for me, I'm originally from Ngwamapumon, which is a rural area.
In the north of KZN.
Yeah, then I grew up in Ngwamashu.
Okay. So you're representing the northern KZN as well.
Yeah, exactly. It's a different situation because, like, angizange ngifunde kaMashu njengo Freeman by Cape and stuff.
I understand. Yeah. So who are some of the artists that you've worked with in the industry?
Yo. I've worked with Mamxolisa Dlamini, Sia, with the guy who's singing R&B, Ngema. Yo, the list is endless.
It's endless. And you've been there, you've been doing your thing. I also know that you've taken your role as a band leader very serious in the last 3 years.
Yeah.
And how do you find it to be like the leader of the band and,
No, my sister, now we are tired of begging people. It's not that I'll say beg, but you have to start your own thing.
Yes, you also want to be able to express yourself. And
yeah.
No, I truly understand. Yeah. So have you guys been able to get, some work and during the lockdown with your band as Cebo Ngema band?
Not exactly.
My cancellation
exactly.
Trickled
because the last gig we did, it was at Maun in Botswana.
Wow.
2019, I think around November.
You see, the thing is, once you start with the international trail, really we're back at level 1 now.
Yeah.
Definitely when the Jazz Center gets back to live gigs, your gig is going to be reinstated.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to hearing the new compositions. So what is the plan for the recording, like Silindeleni?
I would say maybe around January, because, around January.
No, that's great. And are you going to print any?
Yeah, there will be hard copies. The album titled Ulibulukal, which is a first fruit.
First fruit, because there's going to be many fruits coming.
Yeah.
Come on, I love that. Cebo, where do we find you on social media?
Yeah, on Facebook, it's Cebo Ngema. Instagram, Cebo Ngema. Then Twitter, it's Cebo Ngema 3.
Okay.
On Twitter, then on YouTube, Cebo Ngema Mochi. YouTube.
Yes, definitely.
Cebo Ngema Mochi.
I do actually subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
someone subscribed to mine, and then when I went to theirs, I saw they subscribed to you, so I subscribed. Please do support us. It gives us encouragement as musicians, when you guys are subscribing and you're liking our pages and, sikwazi ukuthi sinitshele nokuthi sitholakala kuphi, and keep you up to date also with the recordings and stuff like that. So we do encourage you to please usivulele ngeculo la Alan Kwela.
Yeah. So past, present, future. It's such a song. Yeah.
I think it's one of those South African classics, really. We were blessed to have all these musicians that came before us.
Yeah.
Do you find it important to honor the ones that came before us?
Yeah. It's very important.
Yeah,
inspiration. Yona Ngoma is the first song
that you learned.
Yeah, that I learned.
Wow, that is so cool. And any other musicians that you look up to in the industry?
Not really, because I'm trying to find my sound now.
Of course.
I'm done with that.
Yes. Now you want to find the sound that Cebo Ngema is moving forward with.
Yeah.
Siyabonga kakhulu for being here at Beneath the Mask tonight.
Bonga.
Thank you.
In this age and times comes great ideas, sweet memories,
new techniques,
untold stories about Africa and the world at large. Guess what? The new age brings on board a brand name in broadcasting technology.
Introducing Age Television. At Age Television, we serve you with professionalism
In news and event coverage,
live streaming, documentaries,
artist management,
video and photography.
social media management, and lots more.
Hello, everyone at home. My name is Tuli Lezama, and welcome to another episode of Beneath the Mask. Today, we've got our newly graduated. I can smell the graduation smell of degree complete. Nkululeko Freeman, Gumede. So fun.
Yeah, boy.
Njani?
Ngiyaphila njani?
Congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Alumni.
Hey, thanks.
How does it feel? Have you had time to reflect?
I mean, it feels like a heavy load has been lifted off my shoulders. I
can
mean,
imagine.
it was a very difficult journey, and I mean, it took me some time to reflect and really believe it has happened because I mean, it was difficult. I mean, it took me like, I don't know, maybe a week or 2 weeks when I
let
really,
it sink.
yeah, it's okay. It really happened.
Oh boy, it's done.
You know, so yeah, I mean, it is exciting. It is exciting.
Well done for that. And I don't know, I feel like as a newly graduated person, you could have advice maybe on someone who might be a student watching now, how to survive the varsity life. Because guys, I remember it as if it was yesterday, undergrad.
Yeah.
It ain't easy.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think the first thing that I can say is that one must focus. I mean, I think that's the most important thing.
Focus on the right things.
Yes.
Because you can focus. But
You have to focus on the goal that you are reaching out to, because, I mean, if you have your focus fixed on that, it will be easy for you to figure out how to get there, and you won't be distracted by little things on the side. So I think focus and dedication is what I can say is
Yeah.
the biggest advice I can give.
And also, I think as funny as humans, some of us are night owls, other people, they're morning people. So figure out what your schedule is
Yes,
like, and when you have the
definitely.
most energy, channel that energy to the right thing.
Yes, absolutely.
I think what I've figured out with most of the recordings of Beneath the Mask is that most musicians started out at church.
Very true.
Is it the same for
Guilty as
you?
charged. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. It's the same for me. It's the same for me.
Yeah. And a lot of people might not know, but Freeman used to play another instrument before he moved on to e-bass.
Well, yeah, I mean, when I started out, I was more interested in drums. I mean, I always say drums have always been my first love. That's the instrument that I started playing around with. And,
Yeah.
I mean, I only picked up a bass later when we had to start a band, and
Starting a band, babe.
we
Starting
had to have a bassist, and we
Yeah.
didn't have one. So that's when I started moving into bass, and then I went, to ask. I remember that the first thing that I asked when I learned bass was the major scale. I heard that there's something that I need to know, which is the major scale. Yeah. I went to people like Cebo Njabulo Sacho. I remember asking, dude, can you show me a major scale? And then he showed me. I think I went to his house maybe once or twice. After that, I tried to figure it out on my own using an acoustic guitar, actually, because I didn't have bass. And then after that, I went on to K-Cap Guamashu. Talent Mzulu was a facilitator there. So he taught me a lot of things, Now I learned about arpeggios, about pentatonic and stuff. So, I mean, then it went on and on. And I started playing for people and stuff. So, yeah, with the bass, that's how it actually happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the singing?
The singing, man.
Like what? Multi-talented. Like sithi siyashangala, uqhamuke ngala. Sithi siyashangala, uqhamuke ngala. Did you always know you could sing?
About the singing, I mean, it is something that we always did at home. I mean, almost everyone at home, actually everyone at home sings. I was raised by a single parent, so I know more about my mother than my father. He passed on earlier. I didn't run away. I mean, just to put it out there. Yeah, so everyone at home sings, so I grew up in that environment of singing and stuff. We sang at church, we started all those small groups of singing and stuff. I mean, I grew up as a very shy person, so it took me a long time to actually stand and say, you know what, I'm going to grab the mic and start to take the forefront as a vocalist. I mean, I've done some shows where I'm a bass player, people accompanying me with my music. But I mean, with the singing, it had to be the thing of, because I used to sing, but in private, and stuff. So, I mean, when I got some comments from people and started being a thing that I started to also believe in myself. So, and then I was like, okay, let me just do it and see where it takes me. That's how I actually took it,
Seriously. Like doing this.
I'm going to do it,
Besides your own music, I know you session for a whole lot of people. How do you stay in demand?
It's a serious question. It's a trick question. Number one, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if... let me answer the question. I've played with a lot of people locally in Durban, mostly. And, I mean, I don't know. I can say that, number one, I love people. So every time I'm with the people, or maybe I'm accompanying or part of a piece in a band, I always enjoy and make sure that it is easy to work with me, Sometimes I believe that it's not necessarily about the talent. Sometimes, the atmosphere that you carry, the energy. So I always try to just relax.
I can testify to that. There's no lie there.
So maybe that's how people sometimes, or most of the time, feel like playing with me. I try to make it possible to play with me. So,
that's great.
I think that's the best answer. I don't know.
But before we go to the song that you'll be performing, I know that Green Light, a song you're featuring on, recently came out. Can you tell us more about that?
I mean, as we all know that lately everything is just virtual and stuff. So most of us as musicians, we've been trying to push ourselves online and stuff. So, I mean, I'm a guy who does covers. I do bass covers. I do singing covers, production covers. So online, I try by all means to get myself out
visible.
There. Yes, yeah. So, I mean, I've been getting a lot of DMs, contacts from people, from people trying to work with me.
DMs.
I'm not gonna talk about that.
So you're not denying or confirming.
Wait, I don't know how to deal with that. So let's focus on the green light, please. So I remember I used to post videos. I still do, but not that much now. But I still do. So there's a guy from Cape Town called Deep Console Sounds. So that means, I think he saw some of my videos or whatever, and then he inboxed me on Facebook, and he was like, dude, I would like to work with you. And then, I mean, I did some little background check on him, and I realized, he's a guy, he does deep house, and he's legit, and his music is actually beautiful. So
and I know you're very diverse as a musician. You love a lot of genres.
Yes, definitely. So he sent me a beat. Actually, he sent me a beat last year, towards the end of the year. I mean, but I never got a chance to work on it because of a lot that I was going through, a lot
trying to finish the degree.
Yes, it was just a lot, so I was overwhelmed. And then I only worked on the beat, I think, around March this year. And when I reverted to him to be like, dude, okay, I think I have something to do on this beat. He was like, I've been waiting for you. It's not like he was like, I know, forget it.
Give it to someone else.
Yeah. So that's when I wrote the song and recorded it in my own bedroom studio and then sent it back to him. And then he released it on an EP called Memories Ever After. Yes.
Cool, catchy.
Yeah, he's
talking about releases. Somebody released a single in June.
Oh yes.